Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love you. 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 I love each and every single one of you. Why? Because love is the greatest medicine of them all. And love makes the world go round and round and round. And we're so happy to be here today and being a part of our Healthy Relationship series. But before we begin, I need you to do one thing for me so we can keep on doing this on the daily. I need you to like. I need you to comment. Give your tip. Give your opinion in regards to things. Do you think teenage relationships are the bomb in 2019? And is it all about just social media? Well, listen, I need to hear from you. And with that in mind, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button so when it goes ding 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 ching 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 ching, you'll be informed of how you can tap into what we're about to share with you today. Teenage relationships tips for 2019 are absolutely awesome. And I tell you why, because I've got a great example. Voila, proof is in the pudding. My son, River Nile, and Series 7 sons are 13 and also 18. But what's really beautiful about my oldest son, well, he's in the age of social media. They do everything online, build relationships, friendships, even intimate relationships online. And I had the privilege and pleasure of today getting confirmation from the universe that I'm raising my children right, and they are achieving healthy relationships. And I'm going to tell you how I've come to that conclusion. Today, we're in Atlanta, and the Super Bowl has come to town. And one of his dear friends that he has been friends with online for 3 years, they've never met physically at all until today, because his father and he have decided to come to town. They're a Rams fan, in order to enjoy the Super Bowl. And while he is here, I had the pleasure of meeting him while he and River got together and ate at their favorite vegan restaurant. I'm going to touch into that because remember I told you about the importance of association brings an assimilation, birds of a feather flock together, and you want to fraternize and join relationships with people that you have things in common. And one of the things in common is the fact that they love vegan food. And matter of fact, River's been a vegan for 18 years, and his friend Matt has been a vegan for only 1 year. But they have been motivating and encouraging each other on this journey. And so one of the things that they like to do is visit vegan and raw vegan restaurants and taste the wonder of vegan lifestyle. So anyway, let's share with you how teenage relationships advice will benefit you, because we hit the head on the nail. In the last year, just this year, River has gotten together with some of his friends. We met one when we were on vacation in Florida, and his spirit. That's what I want you guys. It's so important that you do the spiritual work, because when you do the spiritual work, you can actually feel the spirit of the person that you are fraternizing with, because of all the meditating, all the praying, all the visualization, all the chanting, all the breathing, all the visioning that you're doing. It really heightens your spiritual aptitude, and it gets you really connected. And that's what I do. Whenever I meet a person, I don't need to hear, like if I hear them on the phone, from looking at a picture, from meeting them in person, I can pick up their spirit, the very core nature of who and what they are. I've been very blessed and gifted with that psychic ability. And guess what? The beautiful thing about it is each and every single one of us have those psychic skills. And I'm going to share with you tips and tools as far as that is concerned. So I really need you to hit the notification button, because I'm going to teach you how to tap the psychic within inside of you. So let me stay on course and don't go off on a tangent. But with that in mind, River, the two friends that he really likes and cares about, he had a opportunity to meet, like I said, one in Florida and one here in Atlanta, who's from New York. And both of these gentlemen I was just so proud of River, and I had to congratulate him because he's always threatening to, I'm going to go to New York to meet my friend. I'm like, I don't know these kids, type of thing. Of course, that man-made mommy comes out in me. But I'm so proud that my son has given me confirmation that he has done the work. But a lot of our children give us the impression that they're not listening to us and that they're not paying attention. And more importantly, they're not practicing what we're preaching. And, like I said, I got confirmation today because when I met Matt today, even the other gentleman that I met, as soon as I met them, I felt this spirit. And I was like, wow. This is awesome because a lot of parents worry about, online relationships. And we've heard a lot of tragic stories, as far as intimate relationships with online people, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Tinder. There's another dating site that's out there, I don't think people do MySpace anymore. But the key thing about it is, that's really challenging when you have that, impersonal tool trying to develop personal relationships with them. But remember, energy, the vibrational force of energy and love can transcend it all. And in a nutshell, when I got a chance to meet, Matt, what a great guy, great spirit. And we got a chance to, talk and chit chat. And, I really found out that he's kind, he's compassionate, he is giving, he's considerate. He's like, no, I'll take an Uber back. I want to take you out of your way. Just the little things, you can watch how they act. I just now worked out, and he was like, I was like, Matt, I don't want to hug you right now. I'm a little musty. And he was like, nah, come on, give me a hug. It was just, you could really, feel the vibe, And the beautiful thing about it is how Matt is how I raised my son, River. Very kind and considerate and very personable type of gentleman. And like I said, you attract what you are. That's why it's so important. It doesn't matter what medium that you're meeting people and developing friendships with. The beautiful thing about it is if you do the work, if you work on you, if you're constantly, thinking positive thoughts and interacting with people and socializing with you, if you have those basically good-natured abilities of being compassionate and having grace and having mercy and accepting people for who and what they are, and being gracious, and being loving, joy and being happy, you're going to meet and draw with you those type of individuals. And I'll be the first to tell you, no child, no young person is perfect. As a matter of fact, but they're on course, because they got the basic core foundation set for them that they're going to be just fine and they're going to do very, very well. And the beautiful thing about it is, Matt he's Italian, he is Catholic, and he is, I think about 24, 25 years of age. Like I said, he's from New York. And you have River, who is an African-American young man. He's 18 years of age, and Matt went to college. River decided he didn't want to go to college. He's got his own business in place and doing very well. He is, spiritual, not a part of any religious belief or anything of that nature, and he's vegan. And guess what? Matt is vegan. And they like to do gaming. They met online at a gaming site playing Pokemon, and from there went on with River sharing his lifestyle and his beliefs and philosophies, and Matt channeled into some of the things that River likes to do. River channeled into some of the things that Matt likes to do, and now River wants to go out and enjoy New York City life, as well as Matt came here to enjoy Atlanta life. And so that's what's beautiful. As you can see, they've got a lot of differences, but they got the basic core foundation of being young people who are enjoying life, and social media is about it. And that's what in 2019 we as parents have got to realize, is that social media, social, it's called social for a reason, is a viable, acceptable, and very doable way of meeting. A lot of people have said, it's great that they're online, but that physical tactile stimulation is so important for a relationship to really flourish, because you can hide some things. And that is true. But keep in mind, with the spiritual work that you do, the energies that you're putting out there in the universe, it can transcend that. and it can enhance it. Because though they've been friends for 3 years, when they got together, I asked River, was there any difference? He said no. But it's really nice to interact and look people eye to eye and face to face, and they just basically picked off where they left off as far as texting each other on a daily. So that's the beautiful aspect of it. And another good thing is that I got a chance to talk to Matt, because he met his significant other, his girlfriend, online. I think it was Tinder or one of the other sites. And I was like, wow, Matt, tell me about that. Share with me the experience. And, because my generation, I really got to feel you. I have got to meet you, at the gym or at the supermarket or at the, empowerment meetings and conventions that I like to go to and attend for business sake. I like the physical interaction. My personal preference is online is not for me. I love to socialize. I do business. Because be honest with you, that's what I do, a lot of business. And so I like to separate the two. I want to believe that the universe is I gotta get that spark. I gotta see your face. I gotta get to feel that vibe at a really close distance. But for Matt, he had an opportunity to meet his girlfriend online, and he said that they've been dating since May, so it's almost a year. In the next 3 months, it's gonna be May. My God, time is going really fast. So, they've been almost a year, and he said he met her. They, communicated on I guess one of those social media, dating sites, and then they met, and so far for the last 6 months, they've been officially girlfriend and boyfriend. And I said, how do you like that? He said, yeah, it really works for me because, what was ironic, here we go, it's not ironic, it just really is the sign of the times. He said, he tried this new site out, he hadn't been on it for very long at all, and he just happened to see her and found out that she loved dogs, that she's a vegan, and that she went to, college in New York City, same thing as Matt, saw that they had a lot in common. And they communicated and took it to the next level, and then they physically met and found out, hey, yeah, we've got great chemistry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can find your chemistry online also. That's the moral of the story. So teenage, relationships tips for 2019 is number one, that social media is a good, successful, viable source of finding good, healthy relationships. Number two is that it's very important that if the kids have a basic foundation of, the spiritual principles of compassion and honesty and trust and faith and love and joy and happiness, that they're going to pick up each other's vibe. Like attracts like, and they're going to have something in common. And from that, they are going to have a good experience. Like for River and Matt, the issue was the veganism. So obviously one thing about Matt, he loves dogs and he want to have more compassion and caring for the animals, which in essence, if you really want to have more passion and caring for animals, you're going to be most likely more compassionate and caring person yourself. And guess what? The beautiful thing about it is it rubs off on the other person. So, if they're lacking in that area, etc. So that's the second advice, is that parents, just give them the basic core foundation of basic principles. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. Sharing is caring. Be kind and considerate. Have integrity. Do the right thing without anybody seeing you do it. To determine whether or not it's right or wrong. Having morals, values, and ethics, and caring about somebody, no matter what religious beliefs that they have, no matter what type of, racial colorism that they are, all the other isms out the window, because you're liking people for who and what they are, and more importantly, you're accepting them for who and what they are, okay? And number 3 tip is that, be open with the opportunity of balancing it. Meaning that, they didn't force, meeting and getting together, etc. When the opportunity presents itself, because like I said, the universe will provide the opportunity for you to get together with your friends, okay? the money, the places, the situations and circumstances are going to come about, and it's going to make it happen. But the good thing about it is, one thing about social media is, a great thing about it is that it gives them time to really communicate. You got to write things out. Think about it. Back in the day, soldiers used to go off into the military and fight these wars, and the only way that they could communicate was via letters. So sometimes they would have a long distance relationship through letters. Sometimes it took a long time for those letters to get to you. Now it's instant email, instant DM me, Facebook me, posts and things that nature. It's really convenient, and you get to see pictures, and you get to see videos, and you can Skype it. So it does have some, that impersonal tool. You can make it personable, and a lot of people have been able to do that. Like Snap, you can make some cute little funny faces and pictures and send it to the person that you care about and that you love. So these social media vehicles have their place and are very healthy, and use like anything, like use them in balance. Okay, having 100% of your relationship online, no. It's a way where you can get together and meet up periodically and visit each other. Like I said, where there's a will, there is a way, and you can make it happen. So I'm really excited about reporting this information. Once again, Spirit is just absolutely awesome, because I've been doing this series based upon Spirit guiding me and giving me direction on how to do that. And I'm really glad that, I got to really see it firsthand, and giving you parents out there confirmation, even you teenagers out there confirmation, that you can establish very healthy, beautiful, and long relationships that will last a lifetime via social media, like Instagram, like Facebook, like Tinder, etc., etc. So get excited and know that the universe will provide for you. And sometimes it's going to be online instead of offline. But let's be very clear. You got to take that online, offline, to really make it work and grow to be a successful friendship that can, like I said, last a lifetime. So I hope everybody appreciated that, and I hope everybody really is excited, because it's the sign of the time. It's the way of the world now. Now we spend more time online and on our phones and texting in order to do business, in order to build relationships and friendships, etc. So it's really exciting to see that if you add the spiritual, tip to it, it can be enhanced, and it can be fortified, and more importantly, it can be massively successful. So get excited. I'm excited for you, because I was concerned about it and wondered, if it was going to truly interfere with healthy, social relationships when it comes time for people to physically interact with each other. And I can honestly say it just enhances it, and it fortifies it, and it strengthens it. So that's confirmation that you're going the right path. But once again, I'm going to reiterate, please have it in balance. Make sure that you do the physical interactions and try to balance it to the best of your ability, until one day, maybe, you guys will be in the same city and you can see each other more often. Cool. So teenagers, you can formulate good friendships with men and with women and the like, and you can also formulate that awesome, romantic, Cupid first love type of experience also. Well, with that in mind, listen, this is what I need you to do right now. It was awesome, wasn't it? So this is what I need you to do. I need your opinion too. Hey, you have your rights. Do you think online relationships are healthy and are good versus offline relationships? What do you think is better? Or do you think you should work them in tandem? Balance the juggling act between the both of them. Please do me a favor, put your comments and opinions, and let's converse after we get off of this video right now. But in the meantime, you gotta like, you gotta subscribe, you gotta comment, and hit that notification button, the ding ding, so you can get my next video. and get excited about what we're going to talk about next and reach our greatest potential and on our spiritual journey. Talk to you soon. Peace, light, love. Hatapu. Oh, let's do a minute meditation right now. Dear Heavenly Spirit, thank you, gracious Mother, Father God. I'm so happy for Matt and also River and all the other young teenagers out there that they have the potential of producing and enhancing and growing wonderful social media relationship. Yes, you can have Facebook friends that can last an absolute lifetime, online and offline, with balancing the juggling act of the whole experience of socializing and becoming good friends. So, with that in mind, I send light, love, and prayers to wonderful teenage relationships in 2019, that you will be able to have successful, healthy, loving, peaceful, happy, joyful, gracious, compassionate, caring relationships with all of your frenemies and BFFs in 2019. And also maybe Cupid would hit you with an arrow this year, online or offline, and you will have a great experience with the new love of your life. Bye-bye for now. Thanks so much for joining.